All right, welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. I'm a little bit behind today. Let's go ahead and get the game up and running. I woke up last night at about 4:30 a.m. and lay awake till like 6. I don't normally have trouble sleeping. I waking up in the middle of the night, sometimes. I'm not the heaviest of sleepers anymore after the army. It doesn't take much to wake me up, but I usually go right back to sleep pretty quick because, once again, the army. Oh, I know what I need to do. I I changed this because I was recording a different game last night, and so I have it set for that game and not for Rogue Trader. So I was like, why am I not seeing what I thought I was supposed to be seeing? There we go. There's Rogue Trader. Let's get the audio going. And now we should have some game audio. Anyway, the long and the short of it is, I slept in about an extra hour today, and so I'm a little bit behind. I was trying to watch some Enshrouded video today while I was getting ready, trying to decide if that was something that interested me. At the moment, honestly, I think that Pal World does a better job than Enshrouded does in their survival aspect, but who knows? We'll give it a go. All right, so our goal today is to get to the prison world. We've got to get our Inquisitor over there. We've got a little bit of exploration to go on the way, right? Ultimately, this is where we want to go, but I kind of want to clear the area out before I do that because I want to have as many points here. Because when I fly here, I would like to fly back directly to one of our normal colony worlds, so that we have a good, safe run back and forth. So let's go over here to Nola Septum, and this one's just a yellow one, so in theory we're okay. Tired of our study to ponder what the future holds. His thoughts are interrupted by a tentative knock on the door. Ooh. Does this continue our romance? Last time we said that we were going to buy Cassia a fancy library full of books and stuff, right? That was the goal. She gave us this tree and a bubble that will live forever, and left us to figure out what the hell that means. But it started this way: a timid knock on the door, and Uwe, her assistant. There he is again. Deep bow, humbly a tasteful scroll inviting you to a private meeting. Oh, here we go. Romance is in the air, my friends. So it's more like rain is in the air, but we'll think good thoughts. Is this her new library? Servant makes an elaborate gesture. Let me take a quick drink here. My throat is not doing good this morning. College classes for me started yesterday, so I had to teach my first class yesterday, which means I did a lot of talking yesterday. And my throat, like I said, is still not completely recovered from the COVID. Let's see. Cassie is completely absorbed in admiring the shelves of her new personal library, which are all but buckling. I'm gonna move my screen over a little bit here, actually. Which are all but buckling under the weight of gilded and leather-bound tomes. Upon noticing you, she smiles, barely able to stop herself from rushing to meet you. Abner, how did you procure all these works? By the throne, even your personal collection doesn't have them. I would have remembered. So many unexplored worlds and stories, dozens of unstudied essays. I am utterly astounded. Thank you. I could not have dreamt of a better gift. I was not certain if engaging in this long-forgotten noble ritual was prudent of me, and yet you did everything in accordance with the customs of etiquette. I must admit I rather enjoyed this game. I hope you did too. All right. What do we have to say? When I am with you, Lady Cassie, I become heedless, ready to take on rituals or trials. This symbolic gesture of nobility remained a mystery to me, but there's one thing I know for certain. I want to go closer to you. Before I met you, I'd never thought that I would find myself engaged in something of this sort. It is amusing, but no more than that. I've had enough of these games. To touch her hand. Oh. Um, huh. I don't know which way to go. I mean, these are both kind of the same. Um, Symbolic rituals. All three of them are pretty much the same, right? Uh, they're all just slightly different, which means something. But I'm worse than our character is at this type of social ritual. I stink at them. That's the joy of being kind of, on the spectrum a little bit, right? Um, huh. I don't know. Let's try the accept my feelings. I mean, that seems a little bit more forward than to touch your hand. This one kind of admits that we don't really know what the hell we're doing. Let's go with this one. Let's go with the middle one. I think this is, I'm feeling my way through this. Let's go for that. An invisible force envelopes you in a swirling torrent of emotion. Your heart skips every other beat, in time with the Lady Navigator's breathing. When Cassia's power recede. When Cassia's power recede? I think that's supposed to be an S. Recedes, the austere reserve on her face is replaced for the first time by passion. In her eyes, the curve of her lips, the slight tilt of her head, with a small nod and a smile on reddened lips, she holds out her hand, pale and trembling. Oh, some should or should not be touched. Okay. Kiss her hand. Cover her hand with your own. And tenderly squeeze. If someone had told me that one day I'd leave my senses like this, I'd never. Let's go with that one. We know she doesn't like super forward, right? That's hurt us before. Cassia's cold hand warms in yours. She awkwardly retracts it, trying not to prick you with her sharp claws. Aye. In that case, Lord Captain, what I mean to say is, your servants have done marvelously in their efforts to adapt these chambers to my needs and tastes. If I may, I would like to retire after the arduous day, and we shall see each other tomorrow. Oh! All right. The plot thickens. And we got a loading screen. As when I was playing Armored Core last night, and Armored Core goes really slow to the bar about to here and then speeds through the rest. It's the exact opposite of this loading bar, which speeds up to 94% and then goes slow. Oh, we got a level up. Oh, we all got level ups last time. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do some of this. Just in case it matters. All right. Demolition, athletics, awareness, carouse. We're good at athletics. Do we continue that? We're also decent with carouse. Our awareness is... eh. Our Medicae is eh. Lore warp's not great. Coercion's kind of midland. Let us maybe dump some points into carouse. Why not? What's our demolition? Demolition's 45. You know what? That's probably not terrible. We don't always take Argenta, and she's our demolition. So maybe let's put some points into demolition instead. All right. Now, we've got some options here. We got a lot of options here. Brutal Hunter. 15 against targets with bleed effect, or with 50% less amount. Okay. Oh, we want Drakari, whatever weapon skill if we can, right? That'd be, where would that be? I need to take Lore Xenos or base skill Xenos. Hold on. If we go back here, oh, that's Lore Warp. Okay, so we need to take a lore down here. So let's do that first. I'm pretty sure we can take that right down here. Base skill, lore Xenos. That makes sense, right? Because, again, we want our character to be a Xenos person, right? I mean, that's the idea. So taking some lore for it makes perfect sense. We're trying to learn about them. All right, so we'll take that one for now. And then next time, hopefully, we'll be able to take Drakari weapon. All right. How about you today? Create an opening. Let's go Psychic. What do we got for my Psyker here? Blade of Light. Force weapon attack deals 1 plus psi rating more damage and have more armor penetration. I believe we've got a psi weapon on him, so that wouldn't be terrible. This wouldn't be bad either to cut down on our veil degradation, because we have been getting that pretty close. While being threatened by enemies in melee range. We don't do a lot of attack with him. We do more we do more healing and buffs with him, right? Time deals damage. They get a stack. And it suffers. Well, we don't really suffer lethal damage on him very often. This wouldn't be bad. When an enemy adjacent to an ally dies, that ally gains a stacking corpus. If multiple enemies are adjacent to the dead enemy, one is react. When the next psychic power that targets only the target with corpus conversion, Psyker's next psychic power that targets only the target with corpus conversion, will work as if our psi rating is too high. Will not degrade the veil and will not trigger. So we could potentially get some extra healing and stuff out of that. That's not terrible. Strange Vitality is one too. We see that pop up, I think, mostly on Cassia. When the Psyker's allies or Psyker themselves are under the effects of psychic powers, they gain +5 toughness for... Oh, that might not be bad either. Because we do the Emperor's Word and that sort of stuff quite a bit. I mean, that's just extra 5 toughness. That's hit points. All right? And we could easily get ourselves 5, 10, 15 points that way. Let's go for that. I like that. All right, what do we got for Cassia? We got a lot of levels for her because we haven't taken her out in a while. All right, we've got some Navigator points here. Deal 1 additional damage for every 5 characteristics. Currently from her equip staff. What does her equip staff have? That's fine. Let's take a look at... Whoops. Her current staff has an extra +15. It's a devastating 6. So, if we go back to this, that would mean 5 bonus characteristics. So, we get an additional +3 damage. Oh, and castigating count as characteristics. Oh, okay. So maybe it's 6 that we're getting for that then, right? Because it's +6 devastating. Oh, +1 for 5. That's not going to be very much right now. Okay. The course untraveled. Uses a navigator power that hasn't been used. She gains +2 perception. Whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn. Now, we don't do a lot of that. All resistance tests with their willpower, if it is higher than the base characteristic. So if we're higher than our toughness, for instance, our wounds are calculated with the willpower. Let's go with that. That's double what our toughness is. So we're going to go from 50 to who knows. And we may as well put a point into willpower for that. Or we put 1 into perception to max that. To not max it, but to get it to another breakpoint. Well, but we will put more points into there. Now I'm just really congested this morning. The target gains increased hit chance on their next attack, dodge on their next dodge, and resistance. Okay, so little glimpse of fate, but again, it'd be +5 toughness too on top of that. Not too bad. Target ally gains a bonus to their willpower and toughness until the... Oh, that's till the end of combat. That's pretty good, right? So we're going to get 4 times our willpower bonus. Our willpower bonus right now is 6, right? So that's 24 points to willpower and toughness. That's a lot. Or we go with some combat-y. Deal 3 + 2, so that's 15 to 10 plus 20, so 35 damage to all targets in line. I really like this. I've used this in the past. Let's go for this. This reveal the light is really good too, though. But let's give her a little bit more offense, and we'll go that route. She's got good persuasion. Lore Imperium, maybe. Let's go for that. Her persuasion is already pretty good. It's 107. Let's go Lore Imperium. Although this does help with her her position on the ship as well for ship combat. So let's go there. Stable routes uses a veil degradation. Oh, here we go. Here's another one to reduce veil degradation. Let's go with that. Let's help keep that down a little bit too, and we'll apply there. I think that will work okay. Now let's jump into our other psyker here. Flawless plan. 9th successful dodge and/or parry by the psyker and their allies. Additional 2 AP. Every time deals mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of their next turn. That's not too bad, because we do that Psychic Shriek from her. And so that wouldn't be bad. So they take the damage, and then at the end of their next turn, they take another chunk. That's not terrible. Enemies that have taken damage at least once suffer minus 20 penalty all until... Okay. Enemies that have failed a willpower test will suffer an additional... every time they suffer mental... Okay. This one might work well with the Aftershock, right? Because they've taken the damage once, so they failed their test, right? And then the next time, the end of their next turn, they're going to take more damage. Well, this would then give them another 3 plus, I don't know, 6, 9, 10 damage, something like that. Again, so it would build off of that. Anytime an enemy becomes a target, they suffer penalty. Okay, and our intelligence perception increase. I think we'd have to kill a lot of people with psychic abilities for that. If we were to do extra damage, that's pretty good too. Because if we overkill somebody, that damage isn't lost. I can go for Aftershock. Well, now I'm going to go for Pain Channeling. I mean, this will help us finish off one person. This will help us finish off crowds. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on that. No, I think that's a mistake. I'm going back. We're going to keep doing this. Because realistically, we don't have trouble clearing out crowds. We have trouble clearing out big things. So let's go there. All right, off to our Psyker. Our Sniper. That's the word I'm looking for. Back over here. Create an opening. Each use of aim on the opening of the same target reduces their dodge and dodge reduction. That's not too bad, but we haven't really had trouble hitting with her. Attacks an enemy that's at full wounds. We get an additional 20% dodge and dodge reduction. That, in fact, increases our lethality, which actually is just a flat 20% bonus for that one ability that we open with oftentimes, too. I'm going to go for that. Yeah, because remember, our lethality is based on our dodge or our dodge reduction. And so when we get to like this, right, that's an attack, deals 25% base damage. However, they suffer rending damage based on lethality, I believe, right? So right now, 10% of our lethality is 11. So if we get an extra 20% to that, that means we're going to do 13 damage, I guess, right? At the beginning of the target's next turn, they'll suffer 13 damage, and that ignores armor and deflection. So it kind of builds right off some of these other things. So I'm going to go for that. I think that's a pretty reasonable initial one. What does ambush do? All enemies do not have line of sight. So if we're out of their line of sight and we hop in, we're going to get an additional 7% crit chance. That's not too bad. Single target attack reduces our armor and dodge. Doesn't stack. Oh, the hemorrhage just deals an additional plus 10 damage. That's even better. I mean, at least for a hemorrhage, you know, Eye for the Unscathed gives us an extra 2 damage, right? This is going to get us an extra 10. I'm going to go for that. I use that ability a lot, and I really like it. So we're going to stick with that. All right, what do we got for Jay here? Let's see, Nerves of Steel. Whenever the Master Technician or their allies gain momentum, they gain 1 more. That's pretty useful. Whenever the Master Practitioner lose, they lose one less. One more momentum could help us get those special abilities off quite a bit. Additional stacks equal. I'm going to go with that. That's just a bunch more. Deals 12% more damage to targets with less than 50% wounds. Deals 20% to targets with less than. Oh, so we can heal or we do more damage. Now I'm going to go for this. Let's just get ourselves more stacks. And then our Lore Imperium is pretty good. Persuasion, Medicae. Persuasion wouldn't be bad because what's her commerce? Her commerce is good. Her coercion is 80. Her logic is 80. Let's start with coercion. Hop up to Pascal here. What does he got? Tech use. Logic would be good for him too. Lore Imperium wouldn't be terrible. Well, that's really low. It's not going to help us much. Persuasion isn't going to help us much with him. Well, it's 60. But let's go logic. Let's give him a little bit more logic. Tech use is already at 100, so let's go here. All right. He's a hard one for me. I don't really like this. This Grand Strategist class isn't as good for me here. Using stratagem on a rear area makes allies in the area. I mean, we got a couple things now. Lowest priority targets. All combat tactic bonuses. Okay, so if we don't move the area, and I don't move them very often, everything goes up by a chunk. Using a stratagem on a front line grants allies in the area increased dodge against other allies' attack. That's pretty good. Let's go for that. I do like to shoot burst fire into into areas where there's friendlies. And also, when you get like NPCs on your side, they'll shoot in there all the time. So that might help against that too. All right, Argenta, what would we like for you to have? When we kill prey, she gains half the... Oh, when an ally kills prey, we get half the bonuses. That's not terrible. All enemies have their agility reduced. Scores a critical hit, she gains 4% bonus armor per turn. That's pretty good because we have been working on our crit. More armor penetration isn't too bad. Whenever a bounty hunter scores a critical hit, the target's armor is lowered. That's not terrible either, right? Especially for some of these big guys that have serious armor, right? Because this stacks. So if we hit them and we get a couple crits, we could lower their armor quite a bit. You know, I mean that. 6 to 10%. Every time. It doesn't lower deflection, though. The bounty hunter gains for 2 rounds. Whenever they gain a critical hit for the first time in a round, they gain some movement points. Okay. And they gain movement points for each ally who's adjacent to prey. I don't know that we need the extra movement points all that often, if I'm honest. First critical hit in a round grants allies a stacking. Target's tier bonus plus our perception bonus. Our perception bonus is only 4 now, divided by 3. Bonus to armor penetration. So every time we get a crit each round, everybody's going to get a bonus to armor penetration until the end of combat. Until they reload. Well, we do a lot of melee guys that don't reload very often. Huh. I'm kind of thinking about that. Whenever prey deals damage to bounty hunter's ally, the bounty hunter gains damage against that prey for 2 rounds. That's not bad either. I mean, it's not going to be huge, 1 to 4 or 5%. I'm going to go for this. I like this. I mean, just everybody getting armor penetration as we go seems like pretty good. And demolition, what is our demolition? Yeah, let's keep stacking demolition. That's an important one for us. Awareness is probably good too for us because we use that, I think, for some of our bounty hunter stuff. But demolition is her primary job skill at the moment. Oops, apply. And we'll jump over here to Abelard. I like leveling, but leveling takes the most amount of time of these, you know what I'm saying? Taunting opportunity. What I really would like is that that yell. Where's that yell? The taunt. Counter stance. Beacon of Might. Before their temporary wounds are lost, they gain... Start of the Vanguard's turn. Before their temporary wounds are lost, the Vanguard gains a number of temporary wounds plus... Oh, so we get strength. So all those additional temporary wounds that we have each turn then become strength for the next turn. Ah, that's pretty cool. I like that. But what I really want is that yell. And I don't know, do we not have it? It may be something that we can't take here, because some of these abilities are their own special, whatever. Characteristics, common talents, available talents, special abilities. I think it's a special ability. This is a talent versus a common talent. Power armor would be good for him too, but we haven't seen any. Should we just take it for now because we know we want it? Sure. Melt a weapon expert wouldn't be bad. Dueling mastery wouldn't be bad because he's in combat a lot defensively. Let's go for that. Let's get him an additional bonus to parry because we stick him in the shit all the time. Okay, there we go. That's our level ups. How's sun's coming out a little bit? Let's close this curtain so the camera can adjust. Uncharted system. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do a quick ping. Bonk. Oh, and now we get an easier run into here too. We don't have to worry about this orange. We got a yellow one in. So that'll definitely work. And we should be up to 8 insights by the time we get there. You can scan. What do we got here? Promethium 7. Sure, it's a lot. We got a lot of Promethium, but 7's a lot of something. So we'll waste a point on that. Extractium. Ooh, looks like an aggro world of some sort. Sentinel's Pride. Alright, Sentinel's Pride hives are oozing noxious haze, veined with sulfurous streaks. The Promethium fumes from the gigantic distilling cauldrons located behind the temperature shields. Vast, endless deadlands litter the spots of Promethium stations and refineries, separate the colossi of rockcrete and adamantium with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of the system stars turned this world into a boiling but lucrative gland within the body of House Core to protect it. It's hard to tell which is more impressive, the grotesque grandeur of the place or its extreme toxicity. Okay, that's it for now. Maybe we'll come back to Sentinel's Pride, Santiel's Pride at some point in the future. Two adamantium. It's only 2, but we've only found 2 ever. I mean, this will get us to 6. Yeah. Again, I'm not a huge fan of putting the points there, but for just 2. But it is something that we haven't found more than 2 of on a planet, so. All right, let's hop up here to Kranich. Officers on the lower decks stopped providing status reports. 3 days had passed since the Vox system broadcast anything other than subdued moans and wet slapping noises. Could be good, it could be bad. The Enforcer Squad sent to investigate reported that the denizens of the lower levels had regressed to animals and succumbed to depravity. It was what we thought it was. The connection with the squad was shortly lost. The High Missionary, the Adeptus Ministorum, became flushed with fury and condemned these as designs of the archenemy. The hotbed of heresy was cleansed with fire and prayer. We took a little bit of damage, but the warp, no perils of the warp prevented us from returning to real space. So we'll go ahead and we'll chart some new routes. We need to bring Henriks to here, deal with disrupted shipments. So that is good. now I'm going to just kind of see what it's going to cost us to get back. If we were to go to here, which is Janus, alternative, we could just jump directly to there, right? But I think we're going to go to Janus next. So that would allow us to go here, and then that's 3 points, and then we could knock that down 3 more. Still leaves us 2 points, and now we have a direct connection back to our worlds, right? Everything is green except for Foulstone, and that's a yellow jump up to there. I think that's okay. All right, we're not gonna go back there yet. We're gonna go to visit here real quick. I just like having those connections. So for me, that's how I spend my actual points. We're in the system Kiava Gamma. Yeah. It's an industrial world. I was thinking it was a prison world, but apparently it's an industrial world. But wait. New report. Kiava Gamma is sending a request to exchange data. So they weren't there, and now they want to. No, we're going to ignore the transmission. We don't know what's happening there, but we know chaos has been there. We've seen scrap code in the past. Let's land and find out what's going on that way. We don't want to exchange. We'd send stuff. If they just want to talk, that's fine, but we don't want to set up a data link. We ignored the transmission order. The Vox system has detected a dozen more incoming requests. The number is growing. See this, right? We've got our denial of whatever, our DDoS attack, right? Coming on. I think I hear something. Don't listen. Suddenly, a deafening screech erupts from the bridge's Vox system. You hear violent tirades of garbled binaric code like low chuckles of machinery. Lord Captain, the interference detected in the compartment's Vox system looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the Void ship. I told ya. All right. Start of picture reporting. The Void ship's bridge. Sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by an ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles and emergency lights, one of the officers in frame cries out. Another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of Voxes, shouting can only just be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We lost contact with all compartments. One of the bridge officers turns to the throne. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overload the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it, are distorted beyond interpretation. Lord Captain does. Continue sending orders from the bridge and status request updates from other compartments. Decipher the incoming Vox transmissions at all costs. I don't know if that's right or not. Proceed. A team of decryption experts get to work. Data tethers are inserted into sockets as they connect the cogitators. Once the Vox clerics lean over the console, another's writing something on a piece of parchment. Then she bursts into maniacal laughing and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream. A tech priest who is mid-prayer tears himself to pieces with his own mechadendrites. More and more lunatics are mutilating themselves and lunging at others. Portions of picked recording damaged after contact with an unknown object. A portion of a picked recording damaged after contact with an unknown object. Enforcer shoves a rabid servitor away from the Lord Captain as he rushes to help the crew, shouting orders. What's our chance of that? 100%. Coercion executes one of the lunatics and orders the rest. 95%. Begins methodically exterminating. I'm going to go coercion. Let's try that. Hey, we succeeded. The madman's body falls at the rogue trader's feet as his commanding voice, magnified by a Vox amplifier, carries over all the noise. He orders the crew to master themselves immediately, promising to personally execute anyone who fails to do so. Some of the lunatics quiet down. Others try to snap out of it. One pins her hand to a panel with a dagger to stop herself from moving while fervently whispering prayers. Some return to the cogitators. Others lean over the wounded. Shots ring out. Those still on rampage are executed by the rogue trader himself, as promised. Scrap code. The voice belongs to the on-in deck engines here, who's turned to the Lord Captain from her station. We've been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint and is now running through the ship's veins. Omnissiah, preserve us. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there's a terminal for an isolated system that might still be unaffected. A loud pop. The pipes over the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain. His body slamming straight through a cogitator panel. The pick frame spins uncontrollably. The servo skull was jolted by the gust. The picture recorder fogs over, the Vox picking up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. "Gas on the bridge," a junior attendant shouts as he instantly doubles over, inhaling the poisoned air. The rogue trader gives the order to evacuate immediately. We got 62%. Commands the crew to carry on, 70%. Athletics runs from his life, a 60%. So it looks like coercion's our best bet, 70%. Commands the crew to carry on with their duties till the very last. We succeeded. Heedless of the gas spreading through the deck, the officers continue their flurry of work at their stations, executing orders issued by the Lord Captain. Even when the doors to the bridge are open, the crew carries on for as long as they can. Last to leave the bridge, the Lord Captain runs out, coughing heavily. We succeeded a carouse, which I guess is to help us against the poison. The toxicity. Leaning on a support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards a goal known only to him. The servo skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter through the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the falling officer. Panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains, and on the floor of the terminal the tech priest is lying in a heap with head smashed and technical liquid splashed with blood oozing out of his ports. The Lord Captain decides to take his chances restoring the terminal. I only have the one option. Hey, we succeeded. A little tech use roll. How did we do? We did fine. Yeah, 61 out of 115. Rogue Trader rips the power key off the tech priest mechadendrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly in his face, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings the required data on the screens. Thanks to the Rogue Trader's efforts, the sacrifice of the senior bridge officers, the rest of the ship's compartments were able to suppress the panic and deal with the raging machine spear with few casualties. No critical reports. Return to the bridge. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship nonetheless is returning to its normal operation. The bridge resembles a battlefield. The floor is strewn with corpses, the cogitators are damaged, and the people inside are barely standing. Healers en masse are bagging up pale corpses, technomats are hastily patching up the ruptured pipes, and surviving officers are trying to get the remaining cogitators back up and running. By the comm station, the Rogue Trader runs into the Voxmaster. "Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon, all the Voxcasters will be fully operational." Another man appears in the pick frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying heaps of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. "Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of affairs of the ship." Into the pitch recording, 203 experience. We got about 260, 280 XP out of that. "Lord Captain, the situation is brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but if the vessel is capable of motion, we may be even able to conduct a warp jump if you feel we need to leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Bridge suffered heavy losses. Many of the officers responsible for key systems perished during the attack. The consequences for the vessel are most grievous. Kiava Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be attained by closing the distance and sending an away party to the planet's surface. Heinrichs, the time has come to remind you of our agreement, Abner. I must be present in your entourage during your expedition to Kiava Gamma. I am counting on your cooperation. The crew is awaiting further instructions, Lord Captain. All right, we do have some unknown ships. That's good. All right. Give me... Let's scan this planet real fast. No resources. A dead world. All right. Give me just a second. My nose is running. Let me go grab a Kleenex from the bathroom and blow my nose. I'm going to go ahead and flip us over to the stream pause screen and run a quick commercial while we're doing that, and I'll be right back. So... Alright, I'm back. I don't know if the commercial's done. We will assume that it is soon. Got my screens all set back up the way I want. The problem is because I pay for YouTube, whatever, Prime, whatever the YouTube is. I don't see the commercials on my screen. So I don't know like when they're over, what they look like. I tried to get my tablet to log out, but my tablet is it's an Android tablet, so I can't actually log out of my Google account while I'm in it. So I continue. I can't. I don't know. I have to use my phone or something like that. I have to find a way to do it so I can see the commercials. But for now, we'll scan a planet, and I say commercial won't last that long. What do we get here? Dwarf planet is marked on the Von Valencia's protector charts as Atoll, and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable worlds and neighboring systems due to abundance of bacteria proliferating in the Atoll hydrosphere. The extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago, but much to your officer's surprise, the augurs detect an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably, the excavation is aimed at extracting clay minerals from the planet's core, enriched with iron and other materials. We've got good persuasion, and we've got, well, with a bonus, let's contact the Extractium's Vox station. Let's just go straight fellowship. The Extractium turns out to be Incendia Corda's latest investment, whose domains is located just within a few jumps from the Chronox system. While this world is of little value to the Von Valencia's dynasty, your offers see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of the newly minted rogue trader's leniency. I would agree. This is my system, and we'll see what we can do here. Central considers this act unacceptable and insists on confiscating and rebasing this Extractium that was illegally set up. Okay. Magos Pascal notes the unusual composition of Atoll's core. Subsequent development will allow the extraction of rare refractory metal. He and his vice rogue trader keeps the extraction for himself. Graciously allows him to feed on the crumbs unworthy of the Von Valencias. Destroy it. Behead everyone. No, well, we're going to just keep it ourselves. If the Pascal thinks there's something there, we'll go ahead and grab whatever it happens to give us. Your people easily assume control as frightened workers and token security crew do not attempt to resist. The Extractium's machines are restarted shortly after. The mass containers filled with precious ore delivered to the flagship's cargo hold. And now, how much plasteel? It doesn't say. It was 3. It probably wasn't worth the deal. Alright, we ready for some ship combat? I'm ready for some ship combat. Let's get in there. Doing a lot of reading, a lot of level ups, a lot of choose your own adventure stuff. It's time to shoot stuff. All right.
The Emperor is on our side.
Is he? Why do we not have somebody in our master maneuver spot? Okay. Can we fix that while we're here? Posts. Oh, there's somebody there. It's just not showing it. It's me. Okay. Okay. I was aware of that bug. All right. They've got 3 ships, 5 ships. The other 2 are where? Oh, down here somewhere. Way down here. Okay. Destroyer, Raider. Alright, so it all appears to be little stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I'm going to get as far as... Let's see. Can we line up a shot here? No, we're too far out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here.
Helmsman, take us in.
Then I'm going to dump our torpedoes. I guess just straight forward for now. How close are we to making some hits? Not very. So if we move to here, I can definitely get a shot there. Then we could do this, and now we should be able to get a shot in from here. And then if we spin him this way, we'll do a little bit more damage. And I think that's our... Oh, and we'll go ahead and we'll boost our forward shields. Alright, so destroyers and raiders. So small stuff-ish. There we go. We'll be able to bring our broadside guns to bear here in a second. Took a lot of damage actually from that one. Raider swinging around. Might be able to get shots off from both our broad. I think that's a little too far for a... Well, no, if we come down the middle, we could get shots from there and then maybe turn and get some shots at somebody. Alright, our torpedo can go... Do we go for this one right away? This one is almost dead now. We could potentially kill him with one shot. Let's run our torps here. Then we can get broadsides both directions. Yeah, so let's go to like here first. Get our shot off here.
Let them taste our fury.
Was it much?
With the force of a supernova.
Alright, we got you. So now, I want to get that shot there. So if we go to like here, will that get us in range for you? Yes.
Engage the engines.
It's not bad if we can clear out 3 in this turn. We're also out of range of our torps. Do we have a shot here? Oh, look at that. That was just dumb luck, if we're honest. But that's okay. We did some damage. Took a little bit there. But we are going to be out of his torpedo range. The Raider maybe is who drops torps? Oh, he's going to... Oh. If we slide over 1, we can get a charge on him. It's been a while since I got to charge somebody. All right, so let us go. Oh no, can it not let me? No, I can charge this side of him, or I can charge this side of him, right? I can't just do one side of him. I just wanted to go. Well, that's annoying. Poop. Alright, well, let's just take some shots.
Fire at will.
I'm going to toss those that way.
Away. With the force of a supernova.
Okay.
Make every shot count.
Get a shot in on him there. Pretty good shot. And then I'm going to loop around behind him here. And I'm going to move my shields to my right side. Starboard. There we go. And I think that's that. Those might be able to make the loop on us. Oh, those are ours. Right? Yeah. That's why they're green. Well, theirs are green too, so who knows. Alright, those are just about done. Wait for them to wander around out in the ether there. Two kills with torps this turn? Not bad. I don't think it matters. Maybe we get some XP if we shoot them. I don't know. And we'll just, let's see, they're going that way. Yeah, we'll go like this way. Now it's just a matter of waiting for those terps to go. That was about as good as we could expect, if I'm honest. We took, what, 6 damage? Well, hull damage. Do we need to blow... These might be the corrupted ones. See, these have a turn. These don't. We might have to blow these up. I don't remember. If I go all the way back to here...
All hands prepare for acceleration.
Sure.
Keep up the pressure.
We'll see if these disappear at all. Or if I have to shoot them all down. Because they don't have a timer on them. So I'm wondering if we have to kill them all. Nope, that one blew up. So that tells me that this one probably is also going to blow up. But we'll wait and see what happens.
Coordinates set.
We'll change our shields back to the front. And, I don't know, let's spin you this way just to do a little extra damage. Hoping they blow up this turn. The fact that it doesn't show the timer is just a bug. Yep. Alright, good enough.
A worthy contribution to Lady Theodora's...
Alright, that'll get us at least one more... Yeah, it looks like we need 6 of them to get to 100%. And we got some assault scanners. Alright, so we get slightly less hit chance, but we get 10% more critical hit chance. Oh, I don't know if that's better or not. I think most of the time I'm fine with just a hit. Right? The crit might be nice, though. Let's first of all do a quick repair. So we lose 10% hit chance, but we gain a critical hit chance. I think I'm okay, because my biggest issue is when we go against like Eldari or Jukari that have various types of like shielding, and they hurt our hit chance. They give us big penalties for that. I think I'd rather have just the hit. We kill things quickly enough when we hit them. So I think I'm okay with that. However, I think we can spend some points now to upgrade our hull. And I think that's where I'm going to go with that. Alright. Kiava, Gamma, let's do a quick F5 here. Oh, in fact, I'm also going to make sure we put all this stuff into cargo. Is that everything? And let's, while we're thinking about it, let's go to the bridge and quickly talk to the High Lord Factotum, and we'll trade those in with the Navy before I forget. And then we'll have, maybe we'll get some more stuff. I don't know. We shall see. Then we'll land on the planet, and we'll get ready to go and take Heinrichs in to do his mission. Shipping and transportation, Imperial Navy, reputation, hide, show, extra 1,200. Will that get us anywhere? Maybe. Yes. Alright, so we decided we didn't need that, but what about this? Rise of Pattern, Plasma. Oh, we got one of those already. This one is 3 shots, though. Right, so the first one have a shortened, so it's 2 shots dealing 21 damage. This is going to be 3 shots dealing 20. So we are going to bring up that one side a little bit. Yeah, we definitely want that. Perfect. And as long as we're here, let us take a look at... Who else do we want to raise? You're level 3. Do we have anything to give you? Show tradable? A little bit. Sure. Nothing too crazy. You're not too far away from a level. Again, not too much, but there we go. And then I want to go here and change that weapon out. Yeah, we want to get rid of the port one here. Right, so extra 50% damage on that side. Very good. I can go ahead and take this one, and we can add that to cargo. Hanging on to that in case we wanted to go either all guns or all torpedoes on front. little bit slower, but good acceleration braking. I kind of like that. And we'll hang on to that one for now. Yeah, we'll hang on. How close are we to a level? Very close. Look at that. The Atonement of the Abyss is just about ready to hit level 5. We didn't get a chance to use our boarding action, did we, this time? Okay, that's fine. Alright. I just realized that. Didn't we take that last time? Or was it boarding action? We took an ultimate ability and we didn't use it. Alright, Kiava Gamma, here we come. Begin the scan. Got to take Heinrichs. I think this is a pretty good one, right? This is one of our worlds. Chaos might be there. I think this is a good group to bring with us. We've got Heinrichs because he has to be there. Pascal, it's an industrial world, so it makes sense to bring him. Argenta just likes to, you know, go after chaos. So I think that's a decent group for this set. And we'll go in and see how this this run works. Not as many views today. Wednesday is apparently not as good a day as Monday was. I think this is the worst day we've had so far for streams, but we have done a lot of talking and not a lot of combat, so that might be it. Maybe people are less likely to come through if it's just me reading off the screen, which is the problem with CRPGs in general. I'm glad I brought Pascal. I've done this world one time, but I don't remember. I did it over Christmas, fairly early on my other save, but I don't remember much about it. No solemn ceremony, no personal meeting with Magi. Fear we are too late. We won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. In fact, this isn't the world I was thinking it was at all. I was thinking it was a prison world, and it's not. It's an industrial, and now I see the difference between the two. Binaric arias of alarm stream out of Pascal's Vox synthesizer. Neurotic broken rhythm you can sense. Actually, I don't think I've finished this one on my other one. I take it back. Alright, what is your mission here? I assume we conduct an investigation, track down traces of the cult of the Final Dawn. I believe I can discard that plan now. Both the incident with the scrap code and the manner in which we were forced to land on Kiava Gamma indicate the situation was taking a turn for the worst. Nonetheless, I must use this opportunity to try and determine what the cult was doing on an industrial world and what specifically interested them on a planet full of sacred machines and servants of the Omnissiah. First, we must find somebody who can tell us what's going on here. Pauses, trying to hear something. If that is, there's anyone left to speak to. Alright, any suggestions? Start, let's look around and find out why the arrival of a rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuss. To speak plainly, I would not count on a warm welcome at this rate. Keep your weapon at the ready. Alright, we'll learn ready. Nothing, let's go. Anything back here? Nope, just the door. Quick F5 so we don't have to read all that again. Grab some goods. Ooh, tech use.
This exploratory is blessed with multifunctionality.
Should we check this door? Alright, so far, just some corrupted servitors. Multi-key.
I always keep my options.
Probably don't want to be surrounded here. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Ancient but wholly intact console intended for people not trained in the mysteries of ministering to machine spirits. This is the apple, right? It just works, right? Cogitator is completely silent as you approach. You sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing, a telltale sign the case is working. View the log. Discover the local data crypt with contents collected by the previous operators of the machine spirit itself using your access to the archives. Vast data repositories contain millions of strings relating to receiving raw materials, processing, shipping, processed metals, and schedules for sacred rituals to be performed over the machines coming off the production line. The manufacturer them once operated like a gargantuan, well-oiled mechanism. The last record is from 2 months ago. Okay, and then this one. Cogitator's panels, dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Let us step away. Let us specifically bring you up. It didn't specifically ask for that, so we may not need him to be the one that does this, but let's walk him up there and let's view the log this way. Local data crypt with contents collected by their previous operators of Machine Spirit itself using your access to the archive store. See, there's a logic there. We'll start with the first log. Praise be to the Omnissiah, whose might and power transforms dead metal to make manifest the holy visions of the machine god. The new protocols received by the synod from the great fabricator censor have been executed, despite those who shuddered at the thought of changing a standard procedure. Embolden your hearts, for those inner weakness breeds errors of personal calculations. For the fabricator censor is the conductor of the higher will and the wisest among us. Okay. Today, the Supreme Assembly of the Fabricator Censor unsealed the vaults of the sacred designs and committed those deemed redundant or heretical to purifying disposal. Well, that doesn't sound good. Today, dozens of standard procedures were lost to be replaced by new ones, which the Fabricator Censor will deliver to those who demonstrate the greatest devotion to serving the truth. This is clearly where everything went wrong. But the databanks contain no notion of truth. Could there have been? May the all-knowing one and gracious keeper forgive me an error in the Fabricator Censor's calculations, and what he meant to say, serving the quest for knowledge? I don't think so. All right, this one gives us a logic minus 20, so that is going to give us a 70% chance. View the third log. Do we get it? We succeeded. Knowledge of the machine spirit sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. All right, what do we see? The instrumental terminals have already been replaced, and the material delivery systems are being prepared for divine transformation. The execution for the new procedure has been delayed, for there are some in our ranks who doubt the words of the Fabricator Censor and his votaries, and those who are not susceptible to the enhancement protocol that carried our tech comrades to enlightenment. May the deliverers of fate be merciful to them. Inaction is death, and I must be returning to our great work. Praise be to the truth that will reveal the path to knowledge shrouded in darkness. All right, that sounds bad. Once again, a quick save so I don't have to read stuff. Again, I'm guessing there's going to be some fights here. I'm just, just a hunch. Let's see what we got going on. Athletics 95. That looks like that's to jump maybe down rather than up. Elevator control, maybe? It doesn't look like it's open for us, though, at the moment. What do we got over here? Some goods over here. Alright, tome containing the revelations of the Omnissiah, recorded in special by Narek. Only member of the cult Mechanicus with a key to this cipher may partake. So I'm assuming we don't have the key at the moment? Yeah, that must be the issue. We don't have... Let's walk over here and verify whether we... Yeah, it's not popping up. So it looks like we've got an elevator there. Maybe it goes up and you could jump down here somewhere. Don't know. Alright, the Tech Priest. The lumps protruding under the Tech Priest's bedraggled red robe hint at mechanisms implanted in his body. You see his haggard and sickly face under the archaic respirator augment. Aye. A click, a clank, barely audible hints, and then the Tech Priest's vox finishes the word. Identification. Request denied. Seems very cyber robocopy, right? Registering anomalous behavior with the servant's organics and an invalid new sphere response. This unit is compromised. Awareness. Let's examine him. We don't have very good awareness at the moment because we didn't bring any of our snipers. Okay, well let's try. We succeeded though. Careful study of the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spreads out from his implants. For some reason, the body's rejecting the true flesh. A moment later, you recognize the dominant smell of the bouquet of scents permeating the air around the Tech Priest. Smells of rotten meat. Who are you? Mage Custos of the Machine Sanctum, Tier 2O, Identification. Where's the Fabricator Censor? Oh, Fabricator Censor is a traitor to the Imperium. I think we already know that. And humanity will not comply with protocols approved by him. Anticipated process disrupted. Execution of disposal protocol recommended. He draws his weapon. Robe opens. Your sensors are hit by a fetid wave of rot. And the elevator goes up over there. The bridge goes up. But this elevator comes down.
You will beg for mercy.
Alright, what do we want to go? Pascal is going to go reasonably quickly.
You into corpse style.
We could put him over here. He's got a blast weapon of some sort, so I'm going to stick him there. Jai, I'm going to put you over here. Is that guy going to be... He's going to move second. We'll risk it. We'll see about that. No, let's take it back. Let's put her back over to here. You, I'm going to go ahead... If I put you here... I'll put you here. right? Because that guy's going to go before you do. Argenta. I'm going to put you like right here for now. Maybe right here. We'll see where it goes from there. Actually, I'm gonna move Jai all the way back. I can't move her back over there. Never mind. She is where she is. Abner, where would you like to go, my friend? I'm gonna put you here. And that leaves Heinrichs. I'll put him here. Alright, everybody's got some cover at the moment. We'll go ahead and start the battle. Alright, Pascal gets to go first. What would you like to do, my friend? We can easily drop something into here and do pretty decent damage there. I think we're going to start with... could also do a fire grenade. 20% armor penetration. Let's start with some analyze enemies.
My vow is to serve.
Are these melee or ranged? Looks like they're melee. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do a front line right there. So they're going to be... Actually, I might move up here because they're going to be... You're the only one that's going to get a shot at it there. I'm going to put it where I am, right? Because I think they're going to all wrap down here. So I think that will become the front line. It's not now, but it is what it is. Back line, cover efficiency, dodge. For now, let's put that there. That covers them. And rear, more critical hit, penetration. Let's go ahead and give that to you back here. Okay. Now, this, it lowers our recoil. It increases their recoil. But they're all melee, so that's not going to help us much. For one round, all allies with a range of 8 cells to move to that area. Okay, that's not going to help us a lot. For one round, allies in that area gain 7% armor, cannot be over-penetrated, cannot be gain immunity prone, gain deflection. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm thinking maybe we drop that here since he's in it to give him a little bit more defense, even though he's in a front round. Now I'm going to machine spirit, banishment. Which one is first? You are? Okay.
Running binary override.
Start with that. Moves one cell, one enemy. You've got one, you've got two, you've got a few. Okay, so we have some. So we could go with this, right? All allies gain, but I think that's going to take away our attack. So I'm going to go with... So we do a plasma overcharge. I'm going to do this. Let's just dump this here on those guys. Okay. Slow first turn as we get set up. He kind of returns the favor there with what? A grenade or something? Frag grenade, yeah. He's got a bunch of grenades. Alright, Pascal takes the first hit there. We knew that was happening. He was after Abelard, but I'm okay with that. That's why we stuck him there. Yeah, they all walk in here. That's fine. That means we're going to get more damage against them. Pascal's going to take some hits, but if I go to here... Oh, it's Jai. I wonder. Let's see. What if we were to go to, like, right here? That leaves us in this zone here.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs.
We go with these. We could do a grenade. No, I think... And then what we do is... So we've got a couple options. He's already taken a hit. I think we go ahead. We've got 17 advantage. It's not a lot. Maybe we go ahead and we just strong point him then.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, I think that'll work. That leaves us 8. So we get an extra 4%, so an extra 30%. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. I know it's maybe not the best. We're probably better off waiting a turn for that. and then we're gonna shoot right down the middle here.
Remember the name.
Get some toxic out. There we go. And call it a turn. So she can go here or here. Kind of okay either way. He'll probably go after Pascal, because that's the closest for him, I think. No, he went after Jai too. Interesting, but she dodged all that. Alright. Now, where do I want to go with this? We just burst up the middle here. Not going to hit anybody. If we go here, and we charge in there. So what happens if we go here? We give you that. I'm going to give you one as well. And I don't know, we'll give you one.
I'll do it.
Now, 100% penetration. If I go to here, I will bathe this battlefield and then I hit you with one.
Doubt is for the weak.
Alright, it's not much. And then we go concentrated fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And we go piercing shot. Oh, that's going to take us 3 shots here if we're going to do that. Alright, let's just put him out.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, we did a little bit. We've attacked 3 or 4 people. We'll go ahead and get ourselves a little extra momentum. And we'll end that turn. Alright, Heinrichs, what would you like to do, my brother? We could charge you in there. It's not terrible. Nobody else really needs any healing right now. Pascal could use some, I guess. But we could do this. Let's word to the Emperor.
Let's see to it.
Alright, that should get everybody a little something something. Aim for the opening. Interesting. Can I not see him? Oh, no, it just didn't click. And then I'm going to go ahead and a hemorrhage attack on him.
Naturally.
Then I think I'm going to do strength on myself. I want to do a charge. That's 2. But we could do a charge and then hit him with an axe too. Let's go here.
But of course, Lord Captain.
And then just a 4.
I won't object to it.
Okay. Abelard, my friend. You could do some work here if you wanted to. You could take this guy down right now if we wanted to. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do a reckless strike.
Victory is imminent.
Because I have the points right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a defensive stance. And now I'm going to hit you for a lot of damage. That's okay. I'm fine with that. And then I'm going to go Daring Breach. And we're going to continue the attack. I don't know if we're going to get him or not.
It will be done.
Oh, he parried that bum.
It will be done.
Alright, well, we're not going to get him this turn, so I'm going to pop that. And I'll pop this. We got him about a little more than halfway down. Maybe 60%. And now, Abner, you get a chance too. What would you like to do? Let's go ahead and pop another one of these. Let's go ahead and give Hammer the Emperor.
On it.
Then let's charge to here.
I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
I didn't realize my charge was going to hit everybody. Huh. Oh, wait. Well, we did shock damage. Maybe it was the fact that it was shock damage? Our momentum changed by 22. Okay. Strange vitality applied. We did damage to a bunch of people. We did 31, 28, 23. We did 23 damage to her. We did a lot of damage. I don't know why we did so much to other people. But we did. But I still have my attack, right? So I could come here. And we can...
I'll see to it personally.
just work on some versatility? Pascal. I'm kind of thinking... you have a guy there. Let's go ahead and hit you with this.
My vow is to serve.
I'm going to go ahead and get you with this.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Did we not get any on him? Oh, there's one. Against area attacks. Yeah, I mean,
The old Messiah knows all.
it doesn't hurt. Non-area attack. I don't think that's gonna matter, but we'll pop it, and then we'll just hit him with when they die, they do damage to us. That's it. Okay, got it. I'm fine. I understand. Quick parry. Return the attack. We missed. He parries. Alright. What would you like to do, my dear? We took away your melee weapon, right? Because you don't need it. So let's just shoot... let's just shoot this way. What do you have? Oh, you've got 41 now? Yeah, let's pop that.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Sorry about that, Argenta. Killing both of them did so much damage it took down 2 of us and almost 3 of us. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do a quick heal on ourselves. Quick invigorate. I'm going to open a window on you. I'm going to take a shot on you.
I won't do that.
Too far. Okay. Let's just move all the way up then.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Now we can.
Let's see to it.
All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do that. Give myself some strength, maybe?
For the throne's glory.
That leaves me 2, so I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves some more resolve. And then I'm going to use 4. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's see to it.
Okay. Are we down all the way? Why is it not updating? Interesting. My my log here has stopped updating. Huh. Okay.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
All right, Abelard. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hit you with this.
At your beck and call.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm going to do this. Then I should be able to do this to get an extra strength attack. We've got all our defense up now, so when he hits back after this, we should be fine. And we'll hit him for a boatload of damage. And that worked just the way I thought it would. And we'll pop it because we got a point left. We got one back from something. Alright. Abner, what would you like to do? We could charge. Let's see if once again we go ahead, we spend some points here, get ourselves some more resolve. That shield of the Emperor gets us some deflection. I think we just stick with the more damage. That's going to boost us right to the top of what we want, though. But that's okay. We just won't do any more. And then we're going to do a charge here. Or, hold on. What if we do this? How much would that do? Not enough. Okay, I'm going to do the charge.
I'll make it happen. The best defense is a good offense.
So we could do this. So we're going to restore all our AP or MP. Starting the next round, we can't use charge. And our movement points are reduced. You know what? That's okay. I don't need to move anywhere anymore. I'm going to just... What is this? Is this a shove? It's a different attack, so it should get us more versatility, I think.
You should have thought twice before crossing.
What's our versatility up to? 1? Okay, now we do a single attack. That didn't increase our versatility. I thought it should.
It's as good as
Pop that, and then we'll give him a quick kick. Okay. Pascal, I think we are going to hit you with this.
Running binary override.
We're going to get you with this. We're then going to remove him.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I think we're going to move our front line. All allies gain, and okay, I think I move that to there. Then I'm going to go ahead and stronghold stratagem that. And then I'm just going to take a shot. Very much a support turn for us. We parried that. We attack back. He parried it. It's been very much a stalemate over there, hasn't it? All right. Well, we're going to start with an opening.
I won't object to it.
We're going to then get him with this. 18 strength and toughness till the end of the round. Sure. We're right up on the bleeding edge of our the veil there.
Nothing stands against
Critical hit. All right, and then I'm going to reload, and I'm going to do some endurance. I should have done sworn enemy, but that's okay. No, we didn't have the turns for it. All right, back over here. Once again, we're going to go. Oh, I'm not sure I needed that. Hold on. What I wanted was this. Let's go here.
I will do my duty.
Let's go here. Let's finish you off.
Reduced to dust.
Then we can sprint this direction. Then we can charge that direction. End our turn. Abner. How about a quick kick, because it's free.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
And
On it.
pop that. And I got the laser. Can we finish him with the laser ring?
I'll see to it personally.
Not quite. He's got 3 health left. All right. How about just a shot in then? Oh, you missed it. That's okay. Maybe we get him with this. 2 damage. Is he gonna have 1 left? Okay, it got him. All right. Well, that was a bit of a. All right. Well, we've got an actual legitimate injury there that we can't easily heal. Now we could go back to the void ship really quickly and do that though, and I kind of think we should, because why not? Right? Let's loot some of the guys first. And maybe we also bring somebody with a higher awareness. Is that better or worse than your axe? 9 to 11, they both have bleeding. They're exactly the same. All right, well, we're just going to go ahead and add that one to cargo. That's what we're going to do. Let's go back here. We'll do a couple loading screens, but then we're going to bring somebody back. Instead of Argenta, maybe? We'll bring back, I don't know, maybe Yearlit. We seem to be doing a lot of chaosy stuff anyway, so maybe Adiri is not the right one if we've got Heinrichs there. So let's go with... We could bring Cassia. I don't know what her... Let's just bring Yearlit. We know she's got good awareness. I don't remember what Cassia's is. On the other hand, we did bring her... She does have some ability... Let's bring Cassie. We haven't brought her in quite a while. I don't know that that's useful for us from a skill standpoint. She does have persuasion and coercion. We did get her that ability where she has a straight line, psychic attack, navigator attack, and she does have some abilities that lower the veil degradation now. I think we took that last time. You guys probably remember more than me. How long have we been going? You know what? We took a break earlier already and ran a commercial, so I think we're just going to keep running for now. I'm feeling okay right now.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, so now we could use the lift there. So I'm going to do a quick F5. Let's take a look real fast at what is your awareness. 75, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I think that's okay. I can live with that. We'll go ahead, we'll take an elevator up. I love games that just move everybody up rather than one that goes up and leaves like 3 people behind unless you carefully play Tetris to get them up. Alright, now this, I think we'll lower that. So let's go ahead. Where do I want to go first? I think I want to go back down and explore that section first, but let's, as long as we're here, let's take a quick, easy look at what's running around on this level. Oh, that's down there. I don't know how we get to that. Maybe there's an elevator. Oh, this I bet rotates to it. So we have to get onto that, and then we'd rotate over there, it looks like. Okay. Oh, we got some goods. Oh, what else did we find? Oh, a trap. And of course we just took our trap demolisher person off, but that's okay. Heinrichs is apparently not terrible at it. But it's good to have some awareness. Okay, there's stuff down there. How do we get to that? No idea. Blood mixed with machine oil, barely visible. This looks like a mess. Do we want to maybe try to take one person through? There's some bodies through there. Let's grab Heinrichs.
Inquisitorial approval.
Since he could do some trap disarming if he needs to. Is there anything down there?
Fascinating stratagem.
No. Alright, let's wait for that steam to end and then we'll try to... Looks like there's 2 of them there, so we need to wait for both of them.
Tread carefully, rogue trader.
Okay, that guy we can't do anything about. Kind of get a little... that's fine. Got a little platforming going on here, you know. Let's go ahead and see if we can demolish this.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Alright, so we can't go through there. But there's stuff back here. Quite a lot of stuff. Okay, there's a way... There's a ladder there. Huh. That's in the way. Doesn't look like that gets us anywhere. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff back there. I'm just not sure how we get to it yet. A Lex Mechanic. Let's do a quick save here, because I don't know if this guy is going to kill us or not. Small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. As you approach, he hesitantly looks up at you, his eyes filled with horror. Portable inscriber with a keyboard hangs from straps at his front, and you see a detached cerebral cogitator peeking out from under his hood. You have nothing to fear from us, says the Inquisitor. Deus Mechanicus. The Tex priest decides to take a better look at you, after which he lets out a ragged breath and manages to do his shaking. You heard my prayers. I thought I was alone in a kingdom of madness and depravity. Please, help save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am Manufactorum Lex Mechanic Zeta 86. I performed the rituals for the machine gods, machine spirits, in Foundry 95 up until we started going mad. Priest devoted to Omnissiah suddenly started praising the dawn of something or other. They stopped the belts, and then they desecrated the visages of the sacred machines with unholy symbols. Some of them resisted. The others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madmen, my former tech comrades, deliberately connect those poor souls to corrupted cogitators. I watched as they were infected with scrap code. I have a sudden fear that my audio's not working. No, it appears to be. Don't know why. Don't know why I would worry about that, but sometimes, oh, come on, let's get back into the game now. Sometimes you're like, oh crap. Maybe that's why there's nobody today, because I'm not talking. Some of them resisted. I watched as they were infected with scrap heresy. Okay. And did nothing to stop them. I am recording a violation of commandment of thine own forge be a true sentinel. Apostate Zeta 86, your access is hereby revoked. Proceed with your report. How did you manage to avoid the same fate? I didn't avoid it. They performed the same procedure on me. I felt the touch of unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post and followed one of the traitors, serving his will and gathering all the data of his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by an unholy impulse coming from the depths of the auxiliary cogitator where the code had lodged itself. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrifying heresy, the extraction of the true flesh and the decomposition on altars, perverse procedures that resulted in herotechnical abominations. I even accompanied a fallen Magos to the fabricator censor himself and attended the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual, full of willful deviations and blatant inaccuracies, all to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. You don't act like the other priests who were infected. Praise the gifts of the Omnissiah. I managed to disconnect my external cogitator, which I use for primary data processing. The machine is corrupted. The scrap code is locked inside it, like a beast in a cage, but anyone who tries to look inside will fall victim to the heretical program. My primitive brain has been marked by corruption. I still see their silhouettes, hear their interference, I sense the malfunctions of my augmetics, but I was still saved from the great sacrifice. Oh, blessed are the workings of the Omnissiah and his benediction that shelters the weak from evil. Heinrich tenses ever so slightly at the Lex Mechanic's words. You see his hand casually stray to the handle of the weapon, but the interrogator is no hurry to act. Let's see, you mentioned a monster. Is that some kind of weapon? No, not these constructs. They are melted down in furnaces and sent to the depths of the manufacturer. It is some kind of semblance of a cogitator, a nightmarish parody of a sacred machine, performed not by the Omnissiah's grace, but the unholy spirit of the life force of the unfortunate imprisoned in the lower levels. I don't know much, except the fabricator censor saw the machine as special. It was special to him and to the crazies who defiled the Omnissiah's abode with their obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he even called upon the Astartes heretics who arrived at the manufacturum after the start of the uprisings. Oh, Chaos Marines. He did something terrible, and only after that were they able to switch the machine on. It is a true abomination. Even standing near it is unbearable. I believe that even those who have been deprived of the Omnissiah's grace still feel its influence on them. Its monstrous power utilized for unholy computations and chaotic calculations. Whatever the cogitator might spew out at the end of the cycle, no righteous soul should accept its heinous offerings. How did your crazed comrades behave? Like the grace the Omnissiah had left them entirely, replacing free thought and progress with blackest corruption. I witnessed them desecrating structures blessed by the Fabricator General himself, though what do the blessings of that rotten traitor count for now? Like men obsessed, they set upon the sacred instrument and assembled shells and nodes that didn't match any diagram or blueprint I've ever seen. Sacrilege. Alright, someone in prison on the lower levels. We saw some people over there. The lay servants in the main units, they live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked in there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the system for disposing of slag waste and covered the machines in cursed symbols. After they started the cogitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments of the machine halls. Well, what the survivors had turned into. You demonstrated exceptional powers of observation and recall for someone who just happened to survive. I'm a Lex Mechanic. Gathering data is the purpose of my existence. That's even what they used me for. They used me against my will. The scrap code turns everyone into their slaves. Before I rid myself of the cogitator, I was forced to serve alongside those who had perpetrated these atrocities and witnessed their obscenities. Henrix, what do you make of this? Servant to the Omnissiah, I must know more. About the final dawn, the Fabricator sensor, his mass, and about this machine as well. I could give you the coordinates, but even though I was present for many blasphemies committed by those heretics, all of the details that were captured and preceded by my true flesh are in the augmetic that was corrupted by the scrap code. I'm convinced that if I hadn't fought off that foreign compulsion in time, I would have been doomed. The corruption would have spread to my biological cogitator as well. I swear that no devout tech priest should come into contact with what's hidden in the one sacred device. Heinrich expressed in shifts. He stares intently at the disconnected implant and the still intact connectors protruding underneath the Lex Mechanic's collar. The corner of his mouth twitches involuntarily. Abelard noticed the look on Heinrich's face, and once he does, he sighs heavily and looks away. Can the cogitator be disconnected and reconnected to another machine? Even if the very idea of exposing a holy machine to the scrap code wasn't profane in itself, my augmetics are not universally compatible. They cannot be connected to another machine's spirit. They were created to interact with the system of my true flesh, to innervate my compulsor unit and output data via the inscriber. Once I'm safe, I swear that I'll immediately perform a cleansing rite and destroy. In other words, there's only one way to extract the data stored in the cogitator. What are you thinking about? If we connect the cogitator to the augmetic system, the Lex Mechanic will serve as a conduit for transmitting the data. We'll learn the details, even if they're incomplete, of the things he saw and heard but is now unable to recall. No, anything but that. I'll die. No, it'll be worse than that. I'll succumb to the corruption. I'm begging you, please. I'd rather be burned as a heretic than have the scrap code in my biological cogitator. We might do both. At these words, Heinrich pauses for a fraction of a second, almost as if he is reconsidering. In failing to offer any resistance against the enemies of the Omnissiah, Unit 86 lost the grace of machine rank and was recategorized as a resource of the manufacturer. The defilement and torment of said resource, if committed to advance the struggle against heresy, will not be deemed an apostasy or malfunction against the living soul. Upon expiry of the unit's utility, disposal is recommended. Alright, we're going to go iconoclast. The leaders of the cult would never discuss anything important in front of witnesses. Leave the poor man alone. We need to know where the cogitator is. Even if the heretics' conversations aren't important, I must know why the machine was so valuable to them. I'll tell you. A different augmetic responsible for my muscle memory is data storage too. I remember where I walked and what I processed with my fingers. Here are the coordinates and the code. It's probably the code to the bay. He scratches out the numbers with his fingernails and passes the parchment to Heinrichs. He is subject to your world, Abner. It is for you to decide his fate. He'll be taken to my ship after the cleansing rite, a place we found for him. He's been tainted by corruption. The weak deserve only death. Well, we'll take him. I think that matches our iconoclast. He's been useful to us. We'll fix him. Alright. Excessive kindness, Abner, gets good people into trouble. Let's hope the corruption only affected his disconnected augmetic and not his soul. We need to find this cogitator. Alright. Let's go ahead and take you, since we're still on you. We know we've got some loot up here. Your tech use sucks. We could multi-key it? Let's try a multi-key rather than walk somebody else in. Did we fail on that roll? Tech use failed. I know, that's why we used a multi-key. Oh, it provides an additional opportunity if you fail. Okay. All right. Well, let's grab you. Let's walk you through the steam too, slowly. Wait for that to end. Go away. Go to here. Get out of the steam. Took a little bit too much there. Can we heal you though? Yeah, let's get rid of that injury. That's why I didn't want to run the... I did remember that. I didn't think I actually saw that guy when I was running through this one. 80%. There we go. What did we get? Stabilizer bracer, more ballistic skill, more critical damage. That could be really good for Argenta. I don't know what she's got on at the moment, right? Because we know we do a lot of crits with her. I like that idea a lot. Anything else here? All right, you two, since you're already here. Anything back here? No, apparently we can't walk on that. All right, so let's walk down here. And we should be able to use that athletics roll, maybe?
That was a problem for you.
Oh, and it brought everybody down. Oh, well, that's annoying. Because now we don't have the elevator back up. I don't know if we need it. I think we cleared that out. I think we'll be okay. If we have to, we can now, it looks like, jump back up. Yeah, now we can jump back up if we need to. All right, so we're going to ignore that. Let's grab everybody.
I always have a backup.
Quick F5. That was a lot of reading. I don't want to do again. Goods. Shows a scrolling line. Staring obscure signals gives you a headache. All right.
There's money to be made.
What do we got going on here?
Circular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Another... only the anointed tech priest. Alright, so we're going to have to find ourselves an anointed tech priest for the area that has a deal. We're building these up here. Quick F5. We know that goes over there. And potentially could spin to connect to this door. Let's finish exploring this section back here. Oh, or not. Okay, it definitely spins. Is that our sensor? He's cool looking. Magos, clad in ritual garb, lets a binaric trill and turns to you. From beneath the deep hood of his mantle, two dimly lit implants gaze out at you. You hear a binaric tirade, this time clearly addressed at you. Implants on the blink? Forgot how to speak properly? Are we going to be an asshole about this? Sure. You dare address me in the vile tongue of savages? Me, the steward of Kiava Gamma, lord of the machine world? Neopathetic spawn if you seek swift disposal. Yeah, belongs to the House Von Valencius. You propose that I, the rogue traitor Von Valencius, kneel before you? I'm giving you 5 minutes. No, not to beg forgiveness, to speak your last words and to offer your final confession. You're one of the troglodytes who once had the gall to oppress my comrades and resist my will. A messenger from the barbarian who drank the sacred unguents bestowed upon her through others' toils. A messenger from the barbarian. Oh, is that Theodora he's talking about? She drank sacred unguents, maybe? Bestowed upon her through others' toil. That sounds like, yep. Sounds like he's referring to Theodora. Well, very well, then your appearance is the perfect opportunity to teach your ilk a lesson. My name is Cubus Delphum. I once held the title Fabricator Censor of the Kiava Gamma Manufactorum, but I rejected it, along with the other fetters that hindered progress. Once my faith was flawed and led naive fools from the cult Mechanicus into the darkness of ignorance. Now I am this world's master, and serve the true gods. You tread upon their territory, and you do not renumber among their legion servants. Therefore, you must be subject to immediate disposal. As the senior functioning member of the Priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Explorator Pascal Hahnemann, declare this... Do you think they named him after Heinemann from Mythbusters? Our logical friend. Declare this temple to the machine god compromised, and forthwith forbid all service within it. I dethrone the Fabricator Censor, the ignorant heretic who has... Jamie, that was his name, right? Jamie Heinemann? Who betrayed the Omnissiah and condemned as anathema any and all standard procedures implemented by him. Let the cycle of the blasphemous operations he has put in motion be discontinued. Pascal switches to binaric, and you hear dissonance burgeoning within the depths of the Forge Cathedral. Some of the giant mechanisms heed his order and go still, while others, obeying the Fabricator's sensor's will, continue their work. Crashes, explosions, and clanging of crumbling metal signify that some dissident among the machines has interrupted the manufacturer's production cycle. Hahnemann? Liar! You are not him! Demetz Hahnemann obeys me. His mind is open to the voices of the void, and the scrap code he created projects to my world. And I'll not have you, rusted refuse from the misfast explorators, call me ignorant. Oh, my light died. That was a fresh light. We'll flip. That was interesting. Un momento. Let me change my light. I don't know. I'm looking to see. Are we okay? No, I think it needs to be fixed. The lag from the video is so far behind. I haven't seen the update of the video yet. But let me fix this. We can do that quickly. That battery did not last very long. Hour and a half or so. It was supposedly fully charged. It should last 3 or 4 hours charged. Although I did turn the power up because it's so dark today, so maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue. It was just such a dark day, and I was trying to overcome the light from the windows. There we go. Alright, what are we doing? Statement is false. Your regalia have been revoked and you have been deemed defective and will be eliminated. Pascal turns to you and says dryly, initiating heretic search. Designation, Demetz Hahnemann. I wish to execute the retribution procedure. Okay, there's a lot going on with this discussion. Let's ask, what you did with the governor? The removal of unserviceable artifacts was the first step towards retooling this world. Only my tech comrades heeded the call of truth that reached into the cogitators and allowed them to pierce the veil of empty dogmas. Poor old Gaprak. 10 or so years back, he told me he felt uneasy in the presence of his tin can comrades. I mean, the esteemed Adeptus Mechanicus. He casually complained about not having been dealt a normal planet. I'll have to honor his memory with a prayer once we've finished purging this place. Thankfully, the Fabricator censor here did not require any coercion to confess to treason. Alright, so we've traded one master for another. I would have expected the Fabricator censor... Oh, so you've traded one master for another. I would have expected the Fabricator censor to be smarter than that. I will rip out your spinal column and braid it around my staff, you arrogant creature. I generally prefer negotiating to fighting. Fighting destroys property and wastes resources, but in your case, I'm afraid that extreme measures must be taken. You may be driven by your will to fight, but know this. Kiava Gamma has already been converted. Its lines have been restructured. Its servants already tasted the fruits of progress. In the crucibles of the Manufactorum, torrid liquid metals will be used to forge vessels for sacred spirits. The adepts are already tirelessly delving deeper into the new mysteries that were once barred by false tenets. You, servants of the fake gods, are too late. The entire might of this world will soon rise up against the anathema and its slaves. Alright, we can check our chronometer. Your 5 minutes have passed. I'll stop those who follow you, deserve painful death. You know why I like to arrange tin cans like you? When you're killed, you leave behind plenty of useful spare parts. I'll make a portable recaf machine out of you. That is good, but I think we'll just go this. I think we'll just say your 5 minutes have passed. Comrades, purge the Manufactorum of any random variables. I must prepare the culmination of our great work. Alright, gut the outsiders. Let their blood mix with oil. Alright, they're going to run that way. Oh wait, so that means there's a section that's... Oh, and then the bridge goes up. Truth, conceal the path from the impious. Oh wait, so it looks like up there to the right, potentially there's a bridge we can bring down to get back over there. F5, that was a lot of reading. There they are. We've got some dudes up here. We've got some dudes here. Do we think they're all going to explode on us again? Well, these are Skitarius. They're not the servitors that we faced last time. Alright, so no. I think we're okay going into melee.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I'm going to leave Cassia back here, I think.
My appearance.
I'm going to leave Jay back here with her.
Others prefer power. And me.
And Abelard and... Pascal. Let's grab you two. Move you there. Move you there.
I'll make an example
There we go.
out of you.
All right, Pascal, I'm going to put you here. Abelard, I'm just going to put you out in the open. Heinrichs, you can stay there. Abner, you can go there. Cassie is good there. Jai, where would I like to put you? I might put you... Where do I want to go? I'm going to put you down here. We got 2 groups down here. I'll stick you down here for now. Let's start the battle. All right, Pascal. Let's see. You get to go. You get to go. So 1 person of each group. Heinrichs and Jai are both down here, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this down here on this area.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
And then they're going to get in there. So I might do a stronghold. So, well, no, I'm going to hold off on that. I don't think we need that. Backline. Cover efficiency, dodge, dodge reduction. Rear. Let's get her some more critical hit back here. And then, for now, let's get a little bit more dodge for him, because he's out in the middle of nowhere, right, for now. Now, I can go ahead, what do we got? We've got Corrupted Skitarii. Are these all that? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go do a little bit of... Oh, is our chat working again here? Yeah. All right, so... and then I'm going to hit you with this.
Running binary override.
And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll just pop a shot in there.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Again, they appear to be mostly melee. So there's no point in doing that to them. Do I want to do that for him? Penetrated, deflection against area attacks. Yeah, we'll just toss that in there for now too, because he's out there in the open. All right, and then we'll go ahead. Does he have? He doesn't have any left. No, we'll end that. Okay. All right. What would you like to do, my dear? We've got this new ability here, held in my gaze, and immolate soul. We could run down there. Sure.
If you insist, Lord.
Oops. We got some critical hits with that. What else do we want to do? We could get back in the fight. That doesn't help us. Touch of anger. Is that... Let's see, how far... Let's see, that is... Can we do that up there? I can't quite get to there. Could I do it here? There's only 2 of them. Can I get to that group back there? That'll let them shoot each other.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I don't know if they're going to do it or not. It says he gains an extra turn. I don't know. And then I'm just going to do a regular shot, I think. 45. I mean, if I kill him, he's not going to have a shot at somebody else, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and put the shot down that direction.
Not accustomed to being ordered around. As duty demands.
That worked. I mean, she killed 3 people. And probably one hit of the hammer here is going to finish, or the sword is going to finish these guys too. Yeah, and she's going to get a pretty good burst shot up in the middle there somewhere. Depending on how we want to do it. Another group back there. Okay. Okay, that hurt, but it killed one of their own dudes. So I'm kind of okay with that. I could charge into there. If I don't, Jai has a good burst shot into him. Where else could she go if I don't need that? Because I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to go to here. I'm going to toss this up to here. Then I'm going to charge in. I'm going to get some more. Okay. If I do this. Come on.
Naturally.
And then I'm going to charge in.
I won't object to it. Be gone. High momentum.
Alright. And then, once the pop-up for my deal goes away, I'll hit him with this.
But of course.
And he missed. I'm kind of thinking, what if we give ourselves strength, right? It's till the end of combat. Then we go ahead and we pop our Daring Breach, and we just chain power sword everything in the face.
See our foes obliterated.
So I go to here.
Everyone, step aside. Let's see to it.
We only did 2 damage to him. Really? What is his... He's got 3 deflection. 30% armor. Huh. We don't do more than 3 damage? Can I dash to the other side of him? No, why not? Why can we not... Oh, there we go. There's a little bit more damage. No, I think I'd still like this.
For the throne's glory, nothing stands against me.
One more, and then we'll endure. We didn't do nearly as much damage as I would have liked there.
But of course, Lord Captain.
And I'm going to move him around here.
Get me a target.
Okay. Now, I can move Jai to here.
Moving target lives longer.
How much does she... She got 44. So if we pop that,
Do that with the right incentive.
and then we go 2, and we just shoot down this direction.
Going somewhere.
That worked. And then we go here.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay, it wasn't huge. And then we go... here.
I can do that with the right incentive.
And then we give her an extra turn.
Tell me, and it is done.
And... you've got a lot of health left. We could put a hit on you.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And we missed. Okay. Should have gone for him out in the open, but I was thinking Abner's going to be able to move in there and work on him too, so... Alright, Jai's done. Alright, Abner. If I charge you... once again,
It's as good as done.
I'm then going to do hammer.
Who, if not me?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this, and we're going to take a shot here to start with. Just for versatility standpoint. Then we're going to flip back to this, and we're going to do a charge.
On it.
Yeah, try to get a little bit of diversity. Okay, versatility. There we go. That ends that. Now, finally, what if I just move to here?
A tactically sound approach.
Then we pop that, our next melee attack. Yeah, that's fine. And then I go 2, and we try to kill all of you.
I took care of this one.
Then I pop this, and we do Daring Breach again.
I will do my duty. It will be done. At your beck and call.
One more. Then we can endure,
It will be done.
and we can brace for impact.
Your back and call.
And then Pascal, what would you like? Would you want to come on and do some melee? They're still back a ways. You don't... Oh, you just got an extra move because of that. I think you're fine back where you are. Yeah, you got to move because of this. But here we can still move over one.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Oh, there's a... Okay.
The spiritual prognosis is
Hit you with that. Anything else I need to do on this turn? I don't think so. Yeah, we don't have much to remove from him. No, I think that's probably it. Maybe next turn we try to disable that rather than run through it. All right, Cassie, what do you want to do here, darling? We can do this. That'll immobilize it. That's not too bad. Let's go back to her here, though. If we're going to do these abilities, let's have her staff up. Yeah, I think that's... Hold on. So if we do it that way, it does 44 to 65. If we go here, it's still 44 to 65. I guess it doesn't matter. But I'm going to go with it anyway, just in case there's some other extra dice rolls in there I don't know about. How about we just finish him?
Me. If you put on a fur painted black.
And then we go here.
Navigator, not a servitor.
Cassie has been a death machine this fight. Absolutely wrecking stuff. All right, and let's go ahead and flip you over. Oh, do we charge? No, I'm going to go back here so we can get some more versatility. And I'm going to take a shot there. Just from a versatility standpoint. It's out of range. Okay. Switch back to our hammer just in case we have to melee. And Cassie is done. The Skitarii gets a chance. He roos. Oh, we got a good shot out on him. He took all sorts of damage. Another one hiding back there. Okay, that's fine. Heinrichs can continue on. We got 4 coming up the back gate there. And this one. Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, so we got 3 Lodges up here. Skitarii, Lodges. Okay. You're an easy enough to charge. Let's go ahead. Can I kill you if I charge? Not quite, it doesn't look like. What if I add that?
Let's see to it.
Then I hit you with this.
For the throne's glory. Inquisition.
Then I charge.
Gods. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Didn't quite get him there, but if we go to here... And then I go 4. We can finish you there. And we're in base contact with you. I'm going to endure. How long does this last? Is it just for a round? If the target attacks the warrior during this round. Oh, so it is just for 1 round. But if he attacks, I get more AP. I didn't notice that before. So it's not a waste to toss down here. Alright. Where would I like you to go? We've got guys back there. Can we get that far? If they come up that turn next time... You know, I'm just gonna run her to here. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll just put some shots in on this guy. Just single shots.
Paid for this.
Rather than...
You've got a problem? I've got a price.
Alright, we missed everything there. And I guess we could... I can't get you that. Can I get you with this?
I can do
We could give him another whole turn, but I think we're okay where we're at for the moment. We could do another one of these.
Let's see to it.
And then hit him with one of these. Just do a little bit more. Okay. It's something. It's not huge, but it's something. Oh, and we still get one of these, too.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Okay. Wasn't huge, but it was something. And we put some, do we want to give him some Inspire? Hold on. How long does that last? Loses their stacks rounded up. This affects stacks and lasts until the end of combat. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you that.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, it was 6 damage and 1 damage plus an additional 6. So 7 damage. And if he uses a heroic, he gains momentum back. Okay. We've got a heroic left as well. If I go to here... On, all the way.
The best defense is a good offense.
We did a fair amount of damage there. What if... How much is that?
I'll make it happen.
Then... I can't charge him. We could use the ring on him.
It's as good as done.
And then I'm going to use this.
You should feel honored to witness this.
I'm going to move to like here. I think this counts as a different attack. So we charge in for a versatility attack.
You should have thought
It did.
before crossing me.
Then we can hit you again. Now you're done. Now I'm going to roll up here. And again, for more versatility, I'll do a shove. Will that get us 7 stacks? It did not. But I'm going to walk back up next to you here.
Taking calculated risk is my second
Okay.
nature.
So you're out of cover. You're good there. All right, back up all the way up here. Can you dispose of that? You know what? I don't think it matters. I'm going to walk up to here. This turn.
I've seen worse battles than
Oh, I forgot that guy existed. Hold on. I forgot you were there, buddy. I'm sorry. That's not very nice of me to just forget you existed. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit you with that. I'm also going to pop this. I'm not likely to get hit melee, but they might shoot me this turn.
indeed.
And then I'll pop that. Yeah, I just forgot you existed, or I would have killed you. Oh well. Pascal, do you want to do it? Free damage there. Hit him with an axe. Can you, disarm that? Demolition. Oh, no, it's not going to let me move now. Okay, that's fine. Alright, where would you like to go, my dear? You're kind of out of targets at the moment. We've got a guy way down there. I suppose we just walk up.
Give me strength.
Can we get to you? Can we get to you with that? Nope. I think we're just going to end our turn there. Big hit from Abner on that guy. All right. Where are those guys going to go? Yeah, that's why we took that ability. All right, Heinrichs, what would you like to do? You want to go in after him? Or would you like to go after them? Could we, if we go to here, and then we throw a grenade?
This one.
Then we reload. Then we take a shot here. Oh, you're just out of range. Look at that. That stinks. I'm still not quite sure how to use this. Straight line, 3 cells. Okay, so it's got to be a straight line. That's what I've been missing. Alright.
For the throne's glory.
Move you up a little bit more. Oh, does that get me close enough? Why, yes it does. Only not a big chance to hit, but... I guess we missed it. Alright. What would you like to do, my dear? If we move you up to, like, right here...
Living on the edge.
And then we just burst into this group.
Paid for this,
High momentum.
And then we burst into it again.
and it is done. You're no fun.
And then we reload. We reload.
Do that with the right incentive.
And we give ourselves a little bit of defense.
Don't get too cocky.
Should have used this, and then we would have probably finished him. Alright, back over to Abner. Is that guy hiding all the way back in there? If I were to charge to like here, then I could use my normal movement. No, I can't. That's fine. Maybe we'll do a burst at him.
I'll see to it, Percy.
We don't do a lot of bursts, so that's something. Gets us some more versatility. Pop our endurance. And call it a turn. Alright, back up here. I could charge through that. Can I shoot him with this? Is he in range? No. Alright. Whoops. Well, I'm just going to walk through it. We'll just take our chances. Yeah, we're okay. Then, still can't get there.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, just don't have the range. Well, just in case somebody takes a shot at us, we'll go ahead and pop some of those. And sure.
Victory is imminent.
Alright. Now you can run up here too. And I'm assuming you also can't quite reach that with a shot. Oh, no, you can. We missed, but...
My competencies are not that universal.
Oh, wait, that is out of range, though. We could do a dismantling attack with you as well. No. I think that one only wants to go from the primary weapon. Alright, where would you like to go? If you go there, you can see that guy.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Held in my gaze? Oh, come on, take the click.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And... you know what? Actually, I can hit him with an area attack.
Still a chance.
And then we'll charge back this direction.
He's as good
Just to get a little bit of head start on our movement. I think this is the only guy left alive, right? Yes, he is.
I need a foothold.
How about an opening?
Naturally.
And then a charge. Do you want to strengthen on you too? Sure, why not?
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
And then a quick plasma shot. Melt a shot, whatever it was. Hit him again.
Inquisitions.
Okay.
Their regards.
And then Jai. Let's just walk you to here.
I know what I'm doing. Usually.
Do we use our other weapon for a change?
I can do that.
Oh, I screwed up. I should have done that again. But you know what I can do? I can go ahead, I can inspiration you.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Then I can give you an entire full attack.
I hold all the cards.
Low momentum.
And then you can shoot him.
I won't.
Will that finish him? Never mind, that should be it. Another critical hit. Alright. Grab some loot. I'm getting hungry. What time is it? 12:15. It's just about time to finish anyway. We did get some arc rifles. They're cool, but I don't think we need them. I think all that stuff can go into storage. Everything there picked up. How about up here? One more group of guys up here. Alright, let's just make sure there's no loot hanging around. There's a door up there. We're reasonably certain there's a... We can maybe potentially get that bridge down. Maybe from there? We'll worry about that in a minute. I'm just going to kind of come down here and inspect this area.
Intriguing.
Okay.
Easily done.
Alright, that loot down here? Yeah. Okay. Lore warp, 75%.
Minor setback.
We failed.
My success is irrefutable, sir.
I'm going to do a quick save. We did a bunch of work there. Quick save. Cogitator of some sort there. What did we get? Okay, so that's for Bioman. Oh, potentially for our... For Heinrichs. Wonder what level that is. Let's take a look at it real fast here. Info, does it say? It's plus 25. Well, yeah, it's a level 9. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, let's take it. Let's go to here. Is it better than what you have? That's got Emperor's Wrath, which I like a lot. So it is a power level 5 plus his Resolve, which I think is generally going to be higher, right? I mean, his Resolve right now is 5, so that's 10, right? So as his Resolve goes up, this goes up. We need to remember to use that more often, because that would have been a good one to clear out guys in this case with that big area effect. You know, we boost his Resolve quite a bit with... whoops, where are you? With Word of the Emperor, right? Yeah, plus 3 Resolve. Right, so every time we do that, we get an additional plus 3 added to his staff's power. So I just need to remember to do more staff stuff and less assassin-y stuff, I guess. Okay, that's fine. So I think we stick with the weapon we have then. Alright, let's see what this has to do for us. Machine spirits this cogitator are laminating some irreparable loss. Potentially, we've got a 55%. 50-50. Coin toss. Hey, we succeeded. Trick the system and subdue it to your will. False query or crafty manipulation, and you get what you want. Device's machine spirit can do nothing to thwart you. Subdued by its defeat, it hides in the depths of its lair. Okay. Awaken its machine spirit. Machine dawdles as if drowsy, but nevertheless performs its assigned function. Okay, I'm not sure what that did for us.
Keep your wits about you.
Is there something down here that we could get to now? No. Dying Tech Priest. Can we talk to the Dying Tech Priest? Yes, hold on. He's right there. Hold on. Alright, pile of human remains carelessly tossed together amidst a suffocating stench. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. The torn, gutted bodies once belonged to tech priests, but you cannot spot a glint of metal anywhere. All their implants are gone. Suddenly, one of the ravaged bodies makes the tiniest movement. The tortured man's lips move ever so slightly, his half-closed eyelids twitching. Approach him. Man can barely breathe without his respirator implant. It's a miracle he survived the horrible vivisection, but it takes you a single look at the gaping wounds where the augment was ripped out to realize death is only a matter of time. As if having sensed your presence, the half-man looks at you and sharply inhales the air. Machine spirit, deliver me. Binaric requiem coming from Pascal's Vox sounds solemn and grim. Upon hearing it, the man's mutilated fist twists into a weak semblance of a smile. Brace yourself, I shall help you. No, I was robbed of the grace of the De Mechanicus. Waste not your efforts, and hear my confession. The holy magi, they succumbed to heresy. The rest were stripped of their true flesh, to feed the heresy. Preserve us, deliver me from erring. Sacrifice living blood from the vessels of the true flesh, while their heart is still beating. After that, oblivion. I knew you would come. I've waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. I attest that the 3 categorical requirements for assigning the status of martyr of the faith have been met. Opposition to the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and brutal death. Requesting the right to extract the servant's organic matter for it to be used for the creation of an honorable servo skull. It's an honor. I am thankful for the right to serve. Alright, so we can end it right away, which is what we're going to do because it's iconoclast. We could grant Pascal's deal. Heretical, we can leave him to die. We can delay it by providing medical assistance. We can talk a lot. I think we're going to do that. Look, we're probably going to get a couple points for doing this, but I think let's see if we get like something special. Like, do we get a new servo skull out of this? Hey, we got a picked recorder servo skull. We did. Leaning over the dying man, Pascal, decisive yet surprisingly respectful motion, cuts his throat. Wielding a long scalpel it takes him mere moments to release the cervical vertebrae from the hold of the muscles and sinew and cut the vertebrae, severing the head from the body. Let their service continue, tech comrade. So, let's take a look. Spread the glory and splendor of the mighty Leon. Yeah, sure, we'll toss that on there. Alright, and what do we got here? Evidently used to chop bodies into pieces, was once an ordinary cooling fan. Okay. So I think we go here now? What are we missing? It won't let us go that way. We checked everything back there. We checked the room. How about this cogitator? Will this do anything? Oh, we missed some goods up here. Oh, there's another door there. Have we not opened that one yet? So this is where we came down. Yeah, okay, I guess not. I guess we went through a door over there, right? Quick F5 here. Sorry for bumping the mic there.
Over there. The Inquisition taught me many things.
Crack in the wall. Let's take a look at that first.
I always get the job done.
Huh. Okay, well, whatever.
Just as I planned.
What's this? Screen of the cogitator scrolling lines of text. Alright. There was no loot or anything up there. Okay, here we go. Alright, as you approach the cogitator, you notice a number of deep scratches left by huge claws and metal surfaces. Despite the apparent damage, the machine seems to be working. Activate the... Let's view the log first. Nothing of interest. Maintenance ritual schedule for the sacred machine that moves the bridge, and activation log. A few notes, religious nature entered by the text. All right, let's activate the bridge lowering. Touch the levers and the reels and disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside within the cogitator. There it goes. All right, step away. All right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to walk over here to the bridge, but we are not going to cross it today. We will save that for Friday. And we'll head over into the next section. Yeah, I think that's the plan. So thank you for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, hit member down below if you'd like to be a member of the channel. We got some special benefits for it, including benefits on the Discord, and our Discord link is down below as well. If you'd like to join the Discord, more than welcome to jump into the Discord while we're streaming and talk to me voice to voice rather than chat as well. It's a member benefit. And yeah, I think, is that all I got today? I think so. We'll see you next time. Cheers.